What it do, peeps? It's the Beat Chef with Watch the Damn Tape. The WNBA Finals kick off today. The Liberty host the Aces. The Minnesota Lynx host the Connecticut Sun. On the season, the New York Liberty swept the series 3-0 versus the Aces. These two teams faced off last year in the 2023 WNBA Finals with the Aces winning in 4 games. Both teams come in tied for the scoring lead, which is going to be interesting. This series is going to come down to who plays better defense. Both these teams can score, with Asia Wilson and Breanna Stewart being the catalyst for both those teams. It's going to come down to defense. It's going to be an interesting series, and the format actually goes back to a traditional format in the 5-game series, 2-2, and then the final game will be back in New York if they have to go to Game 5. The Connecticut Sun were 2-1 versus the Lynx on the season. Scoring-wise, these two teams are pretty much the same. The Connecticut Sun are 8th, and the Lynx are 6th in scoring. Defensively is where the Lynx get down, led by Napisha Collier, who just won Defensive Player of the Year. Shout out to Napisha. Had a real good season. DeWanna Bonner is their leading scorer, averaging 15 points a game. Alyssa Thomas is their top rebounder and their top assist person. She leads the team in steals as well. Alyssa Thomas, for as dirty as she's kind of been this year and the reputation of being a hardcore player, she's a great all-around player. So I'll give her that. This is going to be an interesting series because these teams really played close to the vest in every game. The one win that Minnesota got versus Connecticut, they only won by 2 points. So this one could probably go 5 games. We're going to see. But all that aside, the main thing I want to get from these playoffs is the ratings. And now that Caitlin Clark is out of the picture, and these ladies have nothing to whine about, although we all know they're going to find something to whine about.
Say what?
Game 2 on September 25th, the Fever and the Connecticut Sun drew 2.5 million viewers. It peaked at 3.4 million. The Mercury and the Minnesota Lynx, 1.2 million viewers, and it peaked at 2.1. So you're talking about 5 million people watching women's basketball. Hugely impressive. You're talking about over 5 million people watching women's basketball. And even the first games that went up against the NFL, they did pretty well. Now, the strange thing, you got the Liberty going up against the prime game, the 3:00 game on Sunday in the NFL, and you have the Lynx going up against Sunday Night Football.
Say what?
I think these numbers are going to drop. The Caitlin Clark effect will get shut off. And this will be a message to the executives and the league in itself. You have to take care of your players. You have to take care of your star players particularly. I've never seen a league oppose getting in an influx of viewership and attention like this league did. But we're going to talk about that later on this week. But I hope both of these series go at least 4 games, if not 5, just so we can get a nice sample size and on the decline in the numbers, which I think is going to happen. I'm just going to be interested on how the mainstream media is going to spin it. Are they going to just say, hey, look at last year's playoff numbers compared to this year's numbers? And then, of course, it's going to probably be a little small uptick, but nothing significant like it was when Caitlin was playing. So we'll see how these semifinals play out. And as always, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, peace.